Hello, welcome back to Songs of Syx and my first city, where we grew ourselves into 200 population with a little bit of mix of the Cretorians and the Dondorians. I might have made things a little bit difficult for myself by starting to mix these because of their different wishes, but let's see how I do. I also see that my workforce is currently -3, which means that not much gets done until I grow from here. So that's what we need to do. Next steps for me is really to keep on growing the grain production and if needed bakeries. Bakeries to make sure we have enough food. We currently have a food storage of 3 for 3 days, that is. We are consuming 100 a day. Our production rate is low. But as the game is here in the first day of summer, we will be having some foraging done, which I will actually do. Let's make sure that I am collecting these ones. I also want to be collecting these ones. The mushrooms, now that we have Dondorians. Vegetables, we were collecting those already. Possibly even those ones. Free food on the map. Let's get the grain from here as well. There's quite a bit of grain on the... Okay, that's a small one, but we can still do that. So basically, in the late summer, they will go and forage those. Also, I think these ones are quite nearby. So I think I will hunt some as well. So let's get some of the more juicier ones from here, just to make sure we don't run out of food. I want to keep these on the map as kind of a backup food, but maybe hunt free for now. And let's start going from here. On a larger scale of things, I want to kind of create their own community for the Dondorians. They are like the dwarves in this game. I started recruiting them when I started my stone mine here, because they like mining, at least they tolerate mining, unlike the other races. So during the early game, I kind of got to know the Cretorians, what they like, and city has been kind of built for them, apart from the building roundness, because these guys would like round buildings. But as said, now for the Dondorians, food is okay. I think I will just up my fishing to make sure they get enough food. They do like the cobblestone roads enough. At some point, I think I need like cut stone for this sacred path. So we'll start doing those for the Dondorians. And I think I already said them that they can have their stone, so that gives them a little bit of happiness. And just overall services. But they like living in a mountain, like dwarves do. So I will be creating them homes in the mountain near the mine, and then a little bit later, as we have coal and ore here, we will start to do metal smelting here, and then smithing at some point. So we'll be hiring the Dondorians for this as well. Okay, and with that in mind, already preparing, let's start with one thing I had in mind. Not decorations, but structures. Let's do Let's do just a little kind of a gate system for my little grave here, mass grave. We do have the graveyard now. With no one buried there yet. But just because I think I will be building like services in here and then carving the homes for the Dondorians into the mountain. So let's do this in a way that we make like a wall here and then a wall like more like this. That basically anyone dropping corpses into the mass grave, if such thing happens, they would kind of go on a loop, and someone walking in here, like the hunters, they don't see the mass grave and gets annoyed by the corpses. And then we'll be just continuing to grow this one. I'm pretty sure my water pump is not needed for this one. I actually see that the current one I have is too small for this, as the end ones are not reaching water. And I still have 100% moisture here, so I think I will actually shut this off. So I wanted to build this system here kind of so that I could replicate it anywhere, and I think this is a decent setup that I had with like 3 wide farms here. Hey Golduck, thanks for the resub. Oh, that was a sub with Prime. Just recognize your name from the XCOM run. Welcome. Welcome to the Submarinos. Hey Dylans, I haven't played this game in 3 years. I'm surprised at how much has changed. Yeah, this version, the V70 as it's called, at some point the developer I think already talked about that this would be the version before 1.0, but there will be at least one version before that. But yeah, I started playing now. This is literally my first town after the tutorial. Okay, so we have a couple of these ones coming, so that's already fine. I will not copy, because I can see if actually I can still see it if I copy. So shift click, I can just copy these, and I can also do this sort of thing. I really like this in this game. So we can copy area, and I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna still copy the water canals, but we might not need them. So we're gonna copy from there. Actually, I take the road below as well. And yes, that's what I want to copy. Right. The water goes here, so this one would not continue on the same path. Okay, you know what? Let's not do that then. Thank you. Let's copy individual fields. It's a little bit hard to see here because the moisture is shown as blue. But that is 1. That is 2. That is 3. And what I can do now, not copy, and go here and check that they are moist. The soil is not the best on this area anymore, so I think we need to start looking for... Wait, what is the best soil? I think the brighter the better, so I think it's like these areas. Okay. Yeah, I think this one is like the best one, but I was looking for that moisture, so that's fine. As long as the moisture is over 98, I'm okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with these pots. I will suspend them. Maybe apart from this one. Let's suspend those two, we build 3 more. Let me see how those... is this like the best soil? Yeah, soil 110. Then it would be a little bit less moist. Is this one? That is soil 75. And is this kind of in the middle of it? No, that's also 75. Okay, so it's literally this bright area, although we could... oh, zooming out weirdly here. We could have farming here as well. A little bit at least. And at some point I might start having like differently shaped farms as well. So we could like literally just use the really moist area. And then looks like here we can have stuff as well as we expand. Because one thing I kind of... I have a background in Dwarf Fortress. In as far as games like this go. So... right, I didn't have any one of these selected, no, yeah. So I've been kind of building kind of with this side in mind, but this whole city really is my map. And in this game, kind of this distance is big, but it's not in a way like in Dwarf Fortress, because in Dwarf Fortress you don't want to build across the map, at least right away. Even in the end game, you kind of want to be somewhat nearby and just go with the Z levels. But in this one, kind of there's not really that, and it's kind of needed as well. Okay, but let's have the game run a little bit. I was just yapping there and setting things up. So let's let the guys have do their thing. And one thing I didn't really pay attention when I was playing the first time was that when I select one of these buildings, we see this kind of circle here, and that's the how that service is used. Not entirely sure of all the colors there, that's what I would say. I think it's like, as long as we don't have like reds, we have enough of that service. And I think these might all be people who have been using that, so we have a really good coverage of those things right now. Which also shows, if I look at the overall stats here on the services, the heart percentage is 44, and then we would like that access and proximity to be 90. Instead of 94 and 98, we want those to be 100%, meaning that everyone has access. And then if the proximity is 100%, that means that they have not had to walk too long. So for some reason, for some, the walk has been a little long. But there might be different reasons for that. I think it is that currently I have like the carpenters here, but they need to go quite far from their homes to their jobs, especially if someone goes here. So also another reason that this is already quite a long walk. So if it's too long, I think we are not at that stage yet. But at some point they would stay there and they would start showing homeless because they kind of go to the job before they start looking for a home. So if they get a home somewhere far away, they will do that job and then they will sleep there. Okay, but I will speed things up because I just kind of need that need those farms up a little. So we have capacity here. So you know what? Let's grow these guys to 225 to get some workforce. So the thing I said there is that it's an automated migration, and up to this number for this race, and they were immediately recruited, and now we have 50 workforce, which means that all the building stuff is now getting done because they don't need to do other jobs. So you basically need these odd jobbers. Okay, let me see, how did I set this one? Okay, this stone mine doesn't need 25 in it, far from it. I think right now maybe right now even like 5 would be okay. Let me see about these guys a little bit more. So they like to live in the mountain. The roads we kind of already checked that. And they don't care about the roundness. So in a way, that's it. At least they're like, we don't want to do that would be like red arrows. But so we could do round buildings for the Praetorians, which is the main race I have that I started with. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. These guys like noise. I would imagine everyone else hates it, or at least doesn't like it at all. Okay, even the Praetorians kind of don't mind the noise. Yeah, humans have negative for noise, but even the Praetorians, it's not positive or okay. So actually I don't need to worry that much about isolation for these races. Okay, but that's interesting, because that means that I could build their houses in a way that they actually get noise and they would love it more. True dwarves, they like to live in the mountain and hear the sound of work, labor. Let me edit these automatically created squads. We have just started training. We have no weapons or anything. Let's do it like that. I'll start a little bit of melee training for these guys. I think I will make them makeshift warhammers, just to give them something. Also, we have the metal, so eventually we can get swords and everything. But as is, they start without any stuff. Anything there? Okay. So if the stone mine is gonna be here, and at some point we might expand it. Okay. And I think how this works is that if I have a house, if I have the longhouse, and I have it like this, so that's 6 by 20. That's the interior sizing. So these are basically these houses that I have here. So if I dig into the mountain, I first dig a space like that. And I was... let's do that here. Double check on the stone, so we'll kind of start around this area. So let's do... So we do 6 by 5 into 20. Like that, and then they will have... that's not right. This went wrong. So 4 in between. Then this will be there. Yeah. Let's do another one in here. Okay, this will be a little bit open from there, but that's fine. It'll mostly be in the mountain. Last one will have a little bit of a wall there. I think I'll start with that one. And we'll just dig this out. And then... Guess they could have this. There's no real stopping from me just getting all this out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's 2 places for houses that they will at some point get dig out. And let's see. Probably... Well, there's a chance I would expand it like that, so let's do... Let's mark this in a way that this would be the... This would be the line until here. Like that. Yeah, I resisted for 1 day. I didn't really. I was doing a training game on the side, but I still considered this my first city. I kind of played until the same point, just to kind of see how I would do things, and I've learned some things like this. That I can check the services like this. And I also, like if I choose the warehouse, when I have the list here on the left hand side, I can actually enable the auto employ on these from here. I can also select them. I see the area. For warehouse it doesn't really matter, but if I'm doing these wells, maybe the speaker is better. I can very easily see that blue area for the different things. So yeah, learning. Okay. Dorians like... At least they don't dislike as much of the mining. They will probably be a lot of my carpenters. Cause I think, yeah, they like to be in the mines, kind of, that's the blue arrow. They don't like to be in the farms. That's why I need to make enough jobs for them, but yeah, they like carpentry. When, again, the Cretonians, they are slightly different preference. So, for example, they don't like to be carpenters. So I think we basically have the vegetarian farmer people in the Cretonians, and then we have the stout labor in Dondorians. So they will be my industry. The arrow is the skill. Ah, okay, that's good. Well, I immediately misinterpreted that one. Ah, right. The green one is how much they like it. And then that's their skill. Right. So, but they, even for the coal, the Dondorians still, they still dislike it less. Okay, but yeah, that's okay. The green, the arrows are much more prominent. So looking at the green ones, but they mostly go hand in hand. There's just tiny little differences. Okay. Anyway, so this would be there, and then I can make them a stone houses as well. Maybe we do. Let me see about noise of this one. So yeah, I could have I was just thinking that I would have like one house here that's taking all the noise from there, and I give it to these guys. Make it out of stone. Your first crime has been committed. For smaller cities, this is not a big issue, but you might want to look into setting a few guards and prisons once those are available to you. Well, I wish. I can make the... What is that building called? Stockade, so that at least the criminals can be put there. No, but I think I will move this. My first forestry thing in there. And we'll cancel this one. Let's make a stockade here. Entrance. Let's make a stockade there next to my military guys. I don't think I have any of the guard stuff yet. That will be here. So guard. Yeah, requires 4 knowledge. I could have that unlocked now, but I don't think I need to rush with that. Check the tourism tab. Tourism is here. Disable all types if they aren't, otherwise the first tourist will come in, see no inn and leave a lasting bad review. Okay, that's an excellent tip. Right, so yeah, tourists need in. That's that much I figured out already, because I looked at all the research. And I think, was it tourism? Yeah. So somewhere down the line we could have an inn, we can have taverns and everything. But I didn't get as far as learning about tourism. So that's good. Okay, but those will get done. Will get done, but yeah, let's think about this one. So I think I will. So let's not do that. Let's think about this. So it would be, let's utilize this as much as we can. So 6. We'll basically have it there. little bit in the mountain. Then that will be the house and this can be cut off. Okay. Then that can be taken off. These guys can have their house almost fully in the mountain. No, that's wrong again. No, how do I... No, I literally need to cancel that job if I click on something. I think. So that's then 4. Then when I start building these guys, they will need their services. I think I will not copy this. Let's make, because these guys have different preferences. So I'm gonna do, I will copy the stall as is. So wait a minute, let me look at the... Second look at it in the soil. Yeah, the area above is actually pretty good for that. Moisture not so much. Soil is good here. Moisture is there, okay. So we could have absolutely awesome farms. We would need to irrigate this area here, but I don't think I will. Okay, so let's do that one. One in there. Let's take the markets. And then let's start looking in the decorations. So here we see that Dondorians don't care about flowers. They love the pillars and statues. They don't care about the trees. So kind of right now they only care about the torches. Okay. Alright. So for this area, let's have a torch. We will also have... So I have the speaker here. So looking at the other stats, I'm letting the game run here a little bit. Let's have the speaker here. Actually, let's build the heart first. Health. And have this one. This one there. Control F is always this, so we'll start using this one a little bit more. Speak. And let's have the speaker. Speaker there. Let's go with the torches for now. And we'll add the benches. Let's do some like that, and we'll Let's have benches in front of there. Front of their future houses. And maybe we'll even do... Let's do small torches. Should that be... right. That shape is not... Opening. So this won't be... Okay, I will build these. These are clear. I will build those ones when I actually see a little bit how the house is. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, but those will be done. Then we need lavatory. Still in health. Yeah. Need this one, so let's do... Start something like that. What would that look like? Can we get enough basins in there? We can. Let's do one like that in the middle. This will be the next development area we'll think about. However, first I will expand my fishing. I'll actually start with this one that I already have. This was the bottom. Refurnish. I think this does not change it at all, as long as I don't add too much ground to it. I didn't like how it looks there in the map. So I can do this, and then I'll just change a little bit on the auxiliaries. Make sure we have enough of these. So I need to have 0.5. Then it's good. And then we take this one and we paint the fishes. As far as that can go, and then the fishery could be fishery itself could be there. Storage doesn't really matter, it doesn't need to be that big. I think how the storage work, if I understood it correctly, was that in these production things, if there is enough storage, the worker doesn't need to leave the place. But then if there is not enough storage, then they basically need to go and drop what they did somewhere. And I'm looking for the 100% efficiency. So let's start working on that one. And now let's paint at least one more in here. Also then need to start building housing this way. Housing this way a little bit later. If you could fit there, it's a little bit in an awkward position. See if I could squeeze in something here. It needs to be a little bit bigger. Maximum, right, because I would need to have this in the middle when I start from this end. I would kind of like to have this here. Yeah, you know what's it's fine. Got this ground portion off. Just build it here. Storage, and then these ones up to 1.5. Yeah. Good. I think I can't reach that one. Could be not connected. I could very quickly change between these ones. Just to get those edges correct when I do that. So let's do that and then 0.5. Okay. That's the fisheries. We need some housing in here eventually. We need some housing in here. Okay, what I was also thinking... that one of these roads would be kind of a main road connecting there. Just based on how the farms are going, I think it should be this one. Yeah, because more farms will be here. Yeah. Let's do. Okay, actually, what I can do. There is I noticed this planning tool. When enabled, jobs will not be performed, so it's basically automatically creates them suspended. So then we can do the cobblestone road all the way from here to here. Now I have it there, and now if I turn the planning mode on, that stays suspended here. And then those are getting done. Then now that is there, maybe I'll do the. Let's keep the planning mode on. Let's actually put a door hotkey for this one to. Let's call it Shift B. So even if I don't have this one, or if I click Shift B, this gets activated here. Okay, should probably do like setting all the fish farms at the same time, because it uses that a little bit different tool. Okay, so we could have housing here in between. How's this soil? Yeah, it's a little bit bad, but with the irrigation I could do that as well. Continue this would be here. This would be here. We are starting to get really close. Yeah, we can even take the last bits off. Save the best soil. Moisture is not great here, so but soil is. So we'll have to bring water in a little bit. Okay, let's cancel this side. Cancel this side, but activate this. Jobs here for the fishery farms. Let's have the game run for a bit faster, that is. So remember to take a sip of coffee and water. Harvest in 2 days, which is good. One thing okay, this number. Yeah. Here's something I kind of wasn't. When I was looking at the food numbers, I was looking at warehouse numbers, which are on the right, but this stored number is actually the more important because this is the one that is in the food stalls, so it's already been taken there. And basically when I'm creating the bread, the current production, it barely stays in the warehouse, if at all. They might be like picked up in here, in these ones, and then taken to the food stalls right away. Which actually reminds me, this I should do a warehouse like this, but with a different variety in here. Let's do this on like there. Okay. What are the people doing? Are they doing... It's doing hauling, they're not doing... Now would be the time to do the... Ah, right, they're building the fisheries. That's what they are doing. And the new forestry. Right, because no, but this, oh no, this is actually in action. Actually just finished. And the stockade. Right, you know what, that's... and the fisheries are getting late. Okay, right. This was suspended before. You know what, it can stay. It can... No, we don't need this right now. I can have like 5 guys there just for to have them something to do. But we are getting so much wood from just clearing things. Same thing with stone, so kind of this stone is basically right now just to keep some of the Dondorians. Actually, can I see who's working here from this side? Okay, it's not even the... You know what, this... before I get more of the Dondorians, I could shut this down, because I think they are probably all in the carpentry. Because they had no jobs here. Yeah, no, let's keep this at 10, but shut it down. Shut it down. So they will be building this one. This will be taken care of. Oh, the food is showing 0. Should I be worried? Production rate is coming up now with the fish. I think we are getting the harvest like right now, yeah. And that's kind of how I have it set up for now. Okay, what we're gonna do is... Where did I have them? Let's build... That wall was done. Let's build another hunter, but let me put it in... Make it a new here. Let's make it... Let's see how big that will be. And 2, 3 and 4. Let's do it other way around. It would require 2 of these. It's not enough, so it needs to be tiny, a little bit bigger. this would be of thunder. Five. That's and then that is close. That is close. Do that. And I think this one's in here. I squeeze in one in here. I can. Okay. Max 15 hunters. Right, the meat production starts to drop after that. It still works. Doors. So let's give them that one. Like to some degree, I should not build too many roads anymore, because at some points I will have some other. Ones. Let me dig this one out as well. Currently, the hunters are going from there. Build a road in the mountain. I can, okay. So they have their own gaps in there. Alright, I have the planning mode on. This was all supposed to be active. Okay, what are we doing in here? All of these are now live. Which means these guys will, some of the people working in the farms will certainly pop in here. Let's activate these ones as well. All the other stuff is, nope. Activates, boom, boom. Most of the fisheries are done. Hey, Richard, please play Software Inc. again. I really love that series. I most certainly will. That is one of my favorite tycoon games. I have played, so definitely going back for that one. Okay, now we're gonna see how this mountain building works. Let me pause the game for this one. So home, and if I place this here, it should work. Oh, beautiful. And then we just make this out of stone, so that all the walls that are missing will be stone. Yes. Homes for the dwarves. No, that's not right. That's not right. I wish there was a better cancellation for this one. So, in some cases the selection tool is kind of specific for the job you are doing, and in some cases it's shared. Then I might want the line road for the road, but probably for nothing else. Wait, here is where it should be. Here. Stone. Why is this on the side now, every now and then? Ah, because I'm at the edge of the screen. That's why. Like, why this house construction is there on the left. It's always been in the middle. So this is the correct spot. Yes. There we go. Now when I build houses in here, I have to remember that I need to make them not out of stone. Okay, and I need to change... Wait, I need to change this one. That it doesn't have the veggies. I would even like take the bread out, but that's our main thing at the moment, so I will keep it. Next we don't have. I think the market has fishes as well. So what we could do, eventually I will have the Dondorians mostly here, and then in here, basically that no Praetorian lives there. I would then change those preferences and also kind of take some of the fish away. I assume yes, those guys have not moved. So where do my Where are my couldn't... Oh, the Dondorians are here. Carpenters. Yeah, I think they will take a job. If I build a home here, those guys will take it. Okay. Alright, alright. Who likes fishing? Dorians, Praetorians. Fishing. Okay, they are both fine with that. Okay, even that the Dondorians, they like to eat fish, they still not like love fishing. Okay. Yeah, what is sticking out to me the most is the mining stuff. Mining stuff and then the smithies. Where is the... Basically all the manufacturing stuff. Interesting. The Cretonians are better at smelting. And the Dondorians don't care about that so much. Yeah, they like the manufacturing stuff, so they will be my carpenters, miners, smiths, paper makers. Yeah, that's I figured out. I didn't show it yet, but I figured out the filtering system for the homes. But I'm not gonna worry about it just yet. We'll let it play out. Let it play out. Okay, should I be worried about this one? The production rate is almost at the food. Just don't want them to starve. I think we are... The next harvest is actually a little bit ways away now. Yeah, we so short on... Yeah, we so short on food. guess some of the grain went into getting the new farms up. Okay, you know what? We'll do at least this. Build a couple of more fisheries. So I want to do this at some point anyway. As this music is playing, I linked it in Discord, but all the fantastic music in this game is done by a single person, Polish composer. I mean, single person as in they are also playing all the instruments, they are doing all the singing. Let me double check the name. It was Jasinka. Yeah, Jasinka. Because the music in this game is absolutely incredible. I love it. It adds so much to this as you are doing things that makes a great mood. We can't get that one, yeah. Again, for islands like this, you need to make a bridge. Let's worry about that a little bit later. Let's take that. Let's make that here. Really? Okay, there we go, 100%. Okay. Yeah, I like this thicker color there in those ones. Okay. Did I set any of these up? We don't have a trade agreement yet. Okay. First of all, not much is getting done now. So let's get more people. Let's also get 50 of these guys. Then a lot of stuff was done. Fisheries are getting a lot of the labor, but that's good because it's producing food. That food stall is fine. I will probably micro that a little that the Dondorians get there. Dondorians get their fish. That's good. Let's get the fish off the markets. This one can keep it. Okay, then let's go here. We only have one neighbor at the moment. I know now that when you are generating a map, can actually regenerate it to make sure that you have like multiple paths to the neighbors, even in an isolated location like this. But little I know about the diplomacy is that we could become colleagues, and through colleagues I could actually trade through them as well. But I'm not in a really good trade position with this map. But let's see if I trade. Okay, I can pretty easily get trade agreements because we have the furniture. So we'll first of all accept that. And then I'll offer you some of the furniture I have. Like that. And I will ask for some. I have the bread production, so let's ask for some grain. We'll ask for like, let's ask for 500. And I probably get money for this one, right? Yeah, okay, it's pretty even trade for us. So let's do that. Just to get some of that without setting up like export-import. But now we have a trade agreement, so the excess chairs will start to be sold. I will keep... we keep 128 at the moment. And then I can also set up imports as long as we have money, and that could be used as a backup for the food. But let's expand the food production now in a way that this will start to make better sense. Also, I kind of have one vegetable farm there in the middle. I do want to get more of the vegetable farms as well. Okay, I think... okay, I was thinking that what were they running for there? I think we are fine. Okay, let's take a look at these ones. The house in here, these houses were built. Okay, here's the thing. Do they... If I don't manually control it, will they go for the better ones? But I think for these ones what we'll do, so we'll do the assign, and the slaves on the top row, or slaves are the ones with the chain, and I can select the Dondorian here and say that these are only Dondorian houses, just so that Praetorians don't go into the mountain homes. And maybe at some point I will force them out of these ones, but let's wait with that a little bit. Probably need another housing complex here. Right, so same thing with these ones. I think this, yeah. You guys in those ones. Like those decorations there, so let's do that here as well. So we do your door there, so you will have... How did I do it? Torch next to it. This in the middle. That, and... This thing is, it's saying bench when I'm copying it, so let's do it just in case from this side. Like that. And I will turn this on now. And that's on now, and then let's do vegetable farms in here. Farms don't make any noise. moisture in some parts here is not the best, and I don't want to build on top of those guys. These guys we can build on top of, and those would be removed. Pause the game here. Let's build that there for. If you build on top of them, I think they disappear. But I think I'm fine there. Just go just one here, just in case. So we would have a road. A road possibly like that, and. Fit in here if we have. I like the 9 by 27 because that's like just under 3 farmers. Soil is good, the moisture not so much. So we could have separate farms, but we could do it like that. So let's do that. Let's copy that and let's put it here like this. Put it up like that, and if we'd have. If this goes here, I think those would disappear. On the other hand, does that matter? Kind of our backup food, but hopefully soon will be not needing backup foods. I think I will take that one. The road one like this, yes, and then let's let the game run already. Goes underground. It was metal, okay. So we'll have. No, we'll have the canal here. Here and here. Maybe at some point we'll do the crossing in here. In here with going under, and that they walk over it, but it slows them down a little when they go over it again. And then roads like this. This will take a while for them to build. Oh, I want to suspend at least 2 of them. This will take a little time to build. When we get veggies. Okay, we have the grain. But I also need more bakeries. So I think I will keep the production here for now. We'll think about other options later. So I will copy this. Build it. Let's build it there. So then the food production will be better. Get Hunter was done. That might have been. Oh, it's still a little bit less. Let's get some of these guys here. Done. Just so that we don't starve too much and keep the happiness going until we ramp this farming stuff open. Yeah, that needs grain. Which we do have. What are people doing at the moment? There's a lot of hauling of the fish at the moment. Seems that that's quite time consuming. They might also go and just eat that fish. Yeah, there was quite a lot of running to the fisheries. Okay, now they are making this farm. Let's continue here. Let the game run on a slow pace. We make. So these were done, but these were not. That's still on stone. Yes. And this one has been dug out. That's good. So there's the little mining area, and they will eventually also be doing the gems, and we can expand kind of the same mechanic. Living here in this narrow space of the mountain, possibly there later, like much later. This is the one project I want to do for that one, but we have to worry about the food first. Okay, how much space did I happen to leave here? These ones could be a little bit less. Okay, the moisture, even the soil is pretty bad here. Yeah, it's not gonna do much good. What's the space here? If I remove a little bit of that fishing, I can do in here. So let's me get those off. It still works just fine. Changes there. That's a road. That's a road. Okay. Warehouse. This warehouse should not have those. It should have mushroom, fish, and meat. Furniture, stone, wood. Actually, I want all these warehouses to also employ, so that stuff gets hauled. Grain farm was done. Just getting started. That was done. Fishery. I just kind of remade. Good. And this bakery is getting done. Oh, okay. I think this is our first raider. I've been instructed to convey this message from here, certain from Roberta the Kid that has come to visit. Give me my stuff, you ugly, terrible person, while I come over there and make hats out of your genitals. That is all. So my neighbor is relaying this message. If you don't pay this ransom, chances are neighbor allows for free passage through their lands or gets attacked themselves. So they're getting a percentage of my money and most of my current shares. You know, well, we don't have the army yet, so we are paying this raider for now. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, how's the food production? Still need to ramp that up a lot. Alright, so that's it. It will be kind of fixed when this bakery is done. Let's see about... no one is starving yet. But food days. Alright. You do get happiness if you have a good storage of food. Get bakeries up. That will get people in there. And that will start. Now the production rate is 200. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. That will build up. Also, I think that requires that we do have the grain. So then that's the next step. Okay, this vegetable is up. Is there harvest at the moment? Soon. Soon. Check a bit on the services. Oh, I think I didn't build a well in the top parts. Yeah, I forgot the well. Good thing I started to check. In the case of the lavatories, I like the workload. Workload term there as well. It's actually for the plumbers in the lavatory, but we don't want them to have too much heavy unloading to do. At least have the heavy unloading to be smooth. Right, but yeah, I didn't build a well here, which was my bad. Let's build a well. Let's make it a big one. Let's have it there. Construction. Okay, we're actually using quite a lot of stone now, so let's up this and have the Dondorian step up. Bakery done, up and running. Vegetable farm up and running, nice. Let's activate those ones as well so they get them done. I think the next upbuild will start doing farms there as well. Or just expand this with, because this was the, you know what, maybe we'll do that. Let's do the soil here was still good. A little bit worse here, I think. Let's see. Soil is 90. 90 is good. I meant to copy that. Let's build that one, shift click on it. Soil 90. Soil 90. Soil 90. Soil 90. Beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, the big thing is starting to actually grow my food storage. I think what I also need to do is at some point, so we can do that with copy again. We will want a housing area here as well. Actually, let's not rush that. Scrap that. Soil. Yeah, we have some good soil here. It's so great here in between. So yeah, this will definitely be farmland. This one is making the noise, so that could be walled off, but I also at some point will probably scale up the carpenter stuff and such, kind of have them here, and I would have the woodcutter there, so this is kind of even temporary here. Maybe I will build There's no little too wide wall here. Like that. So that will take care of all the noise. And then I do the stuff I was about to do. She's copied this. Regenerate. Copy that. And let's flip it around. And have it... Let's align it a little bit with the coastline from there. Have it like around that. Then I'm checking a little bit. Maybe that tile. Yeah. It's okay with that. So that starts to get built. Intersection thingamajig here. Make this one a little wider. Like that. Let's go. Okay. We are making a little bit of money from our chairs. So I think what I will do here, I will do give me crane, imports up to 100. Let's pay max 20. Its current price is 18. And let's have 10,000 in the bank at least. But basically we have some money in case we need to buy something or make another deal. So let's do that. So now we would be selling these, and we import grain if we have money from the chairs, which is kind of the little bit of industry I have leveled up. Okay, these guys were in the red with the well, but they have a well now, although there's a big load in it. Let's see if that's temporary or I need more. Might be temporary because they were just so... Yeah, available services seems pretty good. Okay, I think they will... I think right now I have all the Dondorians as my carpenters because that's still their kind of preferred job. So I'm not sure how happy these guys are. Happiness kind of okay. Farms. It's good. also in need of more workforce. So here it's kind of here we go. Now it will be kind of a balancing act of getting more people and giving them enough food, and we grow and grow. Okay, what we will do here is start to plan. Start to plan the coal mine. Start to plan the ore mine. Needs a workspace there as well, so let's do that. Okay, that's good. This one in here is we don't have that yet, but so this can be suspended. I just want to paint it. Let's do the planning mode. Be very nice if there was an option to keep the ore thing on the side there. Can I do? I don't think I can have an overlay. And see it if when I cancel this and hold the right mouse key, I see the ore there. So that would be eventually, that's mine. So let's keep it there. Take the planning mode off. This is now being built, so this will be houses for the fishery and the workers in here and all that. And when these are done, I will actually change those in a moment. Yeah, let's just wait for all that stuff to finish. And now the harvest just happened. So no, I think we are getting we got the imported grain. So we are putting out shares, our money is going up, so kind of all that is good. Alright. I think eventually here we would have this sort of similar served on Dorian's area. because we don't have that stuff at the moment. Also, one thing I have not set, but I definitely would like to. I think I want to set up a fruit orchard. I think this works in a way that it needs to be in like a forest area. So we could have one down here. Yeah, it has like a different need for the farms. So we could have like big orchards here. Let's see how this works. I have not done these before. So road. So 22. It's 22 by 22. Right. So I will actually see. Okay, how big can this be? 6. So if I add 5 more rows. Oh, but they can be in the edge as well. Okay, so there would be a tree. So it could be like that. Okay. And take these off. These off. We'll start with some small ones like this, and let me copy this. I would put it I like the music in this game so much. Yeah, I think we could come in here. So this could be there. Now I can cancel this. Shift copy this instead. Road from there comes like that. Let's have looking a bit how these align here at the roads. Not that it even matters that much. Those things going to the mine might be going there. Let's put this here so that there's a gap in between. And then let's suspend those. Let's make like one. So that could in theory be done with, we have a little bit of like the foraging of the fruit done. Okay, do we want to keep these guys around as a backup food and kind of atmosphere? I think I need to unlock this. It's only 5 though. I think these guys provide leather. Then these guys would not have to be around. And also, speaking of the pastors, I think think I should build more. I have some livestock. This one in here was... moisture 100%. How does it... let's see if we make this one 2 by 22. 5.5 workers. Can this be like a big one if we make it? Probably take a long time for that to fill. So am I reaching some maximum size because I hit that one? Let me see. I'm not gonna make it this big, but just out of interest. Okay, that can still be done. Hey, D-man. This one was for like 5 herders. And I made it 18 wide, 18 wide, 18 by 27. I think I did that. Okay, it's a little bit... what if I make it like this big? 6.8. 6.9. What if I make it exactly same? Probably I could probably like calculate that to be exactly that, like kind of like heart. I would have 2 of these here lining up to these buildings, so we would have a gate there, and then enough of these huts to reach the efficiency. Let's do one there, and then we do one of these smaller ones. There, efficiency 100%. Mr. 100. Yeah. Do that. And yeah, these guys are all here. So we can do... inches up. Like that. These guys, I would like them to go live there. So let's have these ones for. Actually, I will get you guys out as well. Also, a lot of stuff was done. Grain farm up, food stall up. Grow those just yet. The other food stall was done. Speaker. Markets. Grain farm, north, the grain farm. This warehouse, that is correct for the bread, fruit, vegetables. Grain farm. Well, lavatory. Lavatory workload here is currently high. Might have been that everyone just needed to go and empty themselves when that was built. Who knows? Okay, good. I think we can start the project in here. Although I think I will take the break here. This game sucks me into its awesomeness. If I don't take a break when my alarm went off. So let's have a save. And actually, that reminds me, this game has, I didn't turn this off unfortunately in the beginning. This game has this super screenshot mode where it generates like screenshots of your city, and then you can have a time lapse. So I think I will have one every year, so 16, and I will just put this one up. The quality is fine like that. We'll see how it goes. Do I need to click this one? Generates a large image of the current view. I wonder if it's specifically the view. Large image. Generate screenshot every older screenshot will. Set amount. Right, I can just set the timer, just the same interface. Let's click on that one. Now I think on timer this will work because I turned the timer on. It was off by default. It makes a full city screenshot. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't have it on, but I wanted to have it on. Anyway, let's take a break now, and I will see you guys after the break. continue growing my first city in Songs of Syx. We're kind of getting to a stage where I can just keep on ramping things up. We're currently very much on a bread and fish diet, but let's see if we can start getting the other stuff up and running as well. And soon we will be burning coal, smelting iron, making blades, and then yeah, who knows? Who knows what follows? What I will do is I will activate my main road here, just so that we have stone up and running, and food production is slowly starting to build up. We're not overproducing much, only by a little. So we can definitely go up to 400 here. Also, 400 is a limit for building embassy, and we got some points. Speaking of that, of those science points, I definitely want to get myself the healthcare at some point. But there are some really interesting things here that we can do. Like for example, we could get the pillars and statues to make the Dondorians more happy. That's one. Maybe I actually do the pillars now, so we can start putting those in. Yeah, let's unlock that one. But that's not what I wanted to really do. What I want to do is here. Basic farming. And then, no, actually, this one. So we can increase our grain and vegetable farms. And this kind of, there's level 0 out of 10 in there. So we can level up this and kind of increase the thing, and we can have this as we have more than 50 farm employees. So I will use at least 1 point in that, because that just increases our food output. And let's see what else we have. We can do the same thing with orchards. If we have over 200 employees in the grain farms, we can do specifically for the specific things, probably for cheaper. And then there's farming tools here that will follow, but let's just get that one to start up that a little bit. And then at some point in same thing here, we can up the refining, which includes the bakeries. Hey Varakim. And we can unlock this Auroch Pastures. I think at some point we do want to do this. Maybe I actually unlocked this one, because this will give us leather. Unlocking this deck will result in 7 more workers in the affected industries. So we can have more hunters. And then stuff we need to unlock. We have the basic craftsmanship, but we need to unlock like the smithy, paper maker, bowyer, these ones in order to do things. And here we have the it's here. Makeshift weapons. So basically the carpenters can make very simple warhammers and spears, like tie a rock into a stick, or tie like a rock, pointy rock into a stick to make a spear. So this one would be our easiest way to start making weapons. However, we have good access to stuff So I think I will at some point unlock the smithy, and then possibly the stuff that follows from there. Let's see, is there anything else I want right now? I don't want to like use these too much, because in this game you need to maintain your research. So we unlocked the library, but I didn't build this yet. Or did I? I did build one. But we need to maintain the level. So you can't just like accumulate research points and get everything. You can, but you also need to keep those people working in the labs and the libraries. And I think there's like schools and universities later. So it's pretty cool system for research tree that I can't think of any other game that I have seen this in. That you kind of need to maintain the research. What I wanted to check is we're gonna have the tax offices, but not that one. Police headquarters. Filter is like the loading station. I think that needs to be unlocked. Paved roads, fancy roads. Loading. Is it transport? Somewhere there was, I don't remember the name. Basically that's we can have like wagons moving the stuff. There's the tax collection. That like looks like it, but that's money. Skilled workforce organization. Small town. Paved roads. Under logistics. Let's see. Or is it just is the name logistics? Ah, yes. So that will unlock it. I wish the tree stayed here, that it would just zoom into this one. Okay, so we, how do I find that? Refining, industrial, military, government, architecture, empire, civic. Hey Royce. Refining, mining, husbandry, and crafts. Why can't I see it? I can find it here. It looks like a box. Can I? Architecture, paved roads. Yeah, kind of a. That is in a way really good, but also I wish you could just select it so that you see it where it is in the queue. I'm so blind with these things. Okay, let's start from the top. Oh wait, there it is. Architecture. Architecture, logistics. Okay, so it needs roads. It needs basements. Population 500. And then logistics. Logistics workers. Wait, can I have them without anything? I thought that was unlockable. Ah, these can be okay. Right, I was looking for these ones, but they don't need to be unlocked. These are just improved. Requires livestock to operate. Okay. we are not at this stage yet. Basically, my idea is that we'll be loading wood and bringing it to the carpenters, wherever the carpenter spot is, if I don't have them next to each other, and then kind of collect all the grain and have it hauled somehow into the bakeries instead of individuals carrying it. But that's gonna be later. Just kind of wanted to check where that is so that I know. And also one thing, this is actually something that the game could explain a little bit more, but this is how I understand that it works. That job priority is basically proximity to your throne. So whatever, for the odd jobbers that are doing the building and stuff, so basically whatever is closest to the throne gets built first. And even to a degree that they run around in a circle if I have too many things assigned, and the distance is the same. So that's the only thing so far I know that that the throne is doing. I think it's kind of the place where if you actually fight the raiders in your map, they need to reach your throne to win. But that's kind of all I know. All right, there's also the haulers. There is the haulers, and these ones I could use. Haulers have increased carry capacity, can benefit from capacity boost. Let's actually see how this one works. Like if we would have... this was my grain thing. So what if I make... Let's pause this just here to see how this works. So if I... What if I just have a simple hauler like this? Right, I configure it afterwards and I can change it just like a warehouse. I think, yeah. No, that's not my... that one is the grain stuff. Let's see how that works. Hauler. Let's make a... single resource warehouse without roof. Ah, okay. Right. So what we could do is have a hauler haul and then have the warehouse pick from that. So I will build it. I think I can just leave it unworking if it's not done. Let's see how this works. If I just make a small one. So let's see. So I can have... Oh yes, okay. So here's what I'll do. I'll do grain here. Radius. You have auto employ. And then this one I will have that it doesn't fetch, but pulls from the hauler. Right, but this has the wood as well. I could take the bread away from here. Probably should. Warehouses have the same hauler job. Better to use near the door of a factory for a buffer. Okay. Okay. Let's scrap that idea for now. We'll play with that later. I need to dismantle that. Actually, I don't want it there. Okay. Let's see how we can. I'll work that out. Work this out myself, kind of how I want to set this up. Okay, but this will eventually need the canals. Let's see how this one. So we need to. No, but it doesn't need to be on there. We can still do the water pump. Water pump here. Okay, if we wanted to make it massive, then the fishery would need to go. But let's see if we can make it work with this. Although this might need like big capacity eventually. You know what? I think I will fix it now. So let's work this out, and this fishery will just be a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. We could have the pumps on this side and have this one moved a little bit this way. That one move a little bit this way even. Yeah, I think this is one that might be a little bit out of the way. Because as said, this system might need more. I'm gonna work that out later. I think I want this one to be. Okay, interesting. Can I have this sideways here? Right, that free tile thing there in the end needs to be on a fresh water. This one to work. So it could be here. We could in theory add pumps from there, that they are further away, and add them to this one, or just have a. I think I will utilize this in a way that it is. Here like that. And I'll just have a canal there. Right, because it doesn't pull from the lake, it pulls from the pulls from the sweet. Oh, actually, no, it does, but it needs to be. It can be on there, but the whole thing needs to be on the solid ground. Okay, so we can work with this in here in kind of a interesting manners. If we need to add capacity, yeah, I think I will like that. This one's production will show later. I think that will I even have this here, but let's have it there. So I started doing it from there. I would have to move this whole thing, this whole max thing. But since I have it right like that now, you can have your water for now, your fish. Okay, so let's do it like that. That's. In this case, try to do it kind of somewhat min, and that needs to be connected. That needs to be connected. That needs to be connected. 100% efficiency. Okay. Vegetable farms. Every time I zoom somewhere, someone is in the latrines farting. Love it. Okay. That one is happening. It will slowly get its animals. Oh, right. I will have to check that the new markets I have still have the livestock disabled there. Yes, I do. There is 8 in a warehouse, so this one should get its animals. The sounds of progress, yes. Build that one. Then we can start working on the canals and see how many pumps we need to have. That fishery finished, the water pump is now up. And pressure in the connected systems is half of that at the moment. Is everything built? I think everything is built. Okay, so I think this should be 12. Let's see if it linearly goes down. We could still moisture all this. I think it's kind of it refreshes. It's going down, but that will show up in a couple of days. Interesting, it can be less. Oh, it just went up. I think the health is still the, yeah, because the pump is 300. I think that will be correct. Okay. Food production 260. Consumption rate 225. Fantastic. Hit it, John. Told myself I don't have another lifetime worth of time to play another Rimworld. And I sank 200 hours into it my first month. Yep. I think this for me, I haven't played Rimworld that much. I played it way back when it was brand new. I've played a lot of Dwarf Fortress, which I still love. This kind of scratches that itch to make things big, but still has this early phase is kind of very much like Dwarf Fortress Rimworld-ish. But then kind of it starts to go to a different direction from there. Okay. The Dondorians are not working at the mines. At this mine. Ooh, temperature has plunged to record lows. Let's see how the hearts hold up. I think I have hearts everywhere, kind of nearby. Yeah, everyone is running to the hearts. Because no one is wearing any clothes, or they might still be wearing clothes, but I'm working to get that nudist one. Available services 23. This one is but that available means that's available. So it's if the available would be 0, I would be worried. So there's nothing to worry about. Everyone is fine, and everyone has homes as well. Oh, nope, someone died. A brawl? A brawl? Hopefully someone goes into the stockade for that. I don't have the guards in place. I wonder if it's, wait, can I not have a message for that one? Can I see who died? So I'm immediately thinking that, will the different races start to fight? Because I think they seek homes in a way that they would be living. Yeah, we have like the Dondorians in their own homes, as long as we have the homes available. Okay, so we can start fixing that by making homes here for the, or even in this one, and Dondorians, who are the carpenters, will get homes from here. So I think I'll work on that next. Let's see. So, and they even like the noise. So we can work with that. I don't want to go into the mass grave. I will let that be there. Let me just see if I would copy these. That would be that far. That wall is kind of just perfectly lined up there, which I like. That's kind of a good indicator for me. So we're gonna take this one out. Yeah, as I started playing, this as Dwarf Fortress, but I'm kind of now. This is only my second stream, well, third stream. I tried the tutorials and then I started building this city, and kind of I'm still wrapping my head around it that this whole map is my city, and kind of in this game that works. Because in Dwarf Fortress, kind of you basically go in one corner or one place in the map, and then you go down the sea levels up and down. But you kind of keep it very, very, very small on the map usually, because the distances are so big. But in this one, kind of eventually, hopefully, I will be able to build a place that's kind of takes this whole place. That was one kind of big thing that I'm still kind of working through. That. What does that mean? Okay, but this will be a road, so we can do. No, we'll do. Wait, this will be a road. That will be the door. So this will be a wall. This will be the house. Wait, my OCD wants to line them up on that one. Road, door, wall, the house. So we do that. So this will be what's 3 wide. So then again, I don't dig out the wall. So this is wall. 3 wall house. Yes. And then no, I went one too far. Right. Yes. So a door. A door. The door will be there. So this will be dig out. It will be dig out. And these ones will not. Yes. Let it run. A slaver? I will not get slaves yet. I think my head is exploding from the game as is. Just with the 2 races now, so I will not start to mess with this. So sorry, slaver. Will not get no business from me. Food production is increasing and. You know what? Let's do this. Let's pause. Access. Don't eat apples. Don't eat apples. .27. And then if I give you... What if I just click barter? And just get those with money, which I have. Okay. In that case I will do 480. Well, let's make it 500. Yes, from the selling of the chairs we have the money, so thank you, trade partner neighbor. So now we will have these. No, that's not the button. Activates. We'll have these orchards made, because orchard takes a long while for the trees to start growing. So let's plant those. That requires the fruit. I won't get slaves yet. Yeah, probably at some point I will have to start working on that as well. Yeah, this is perfect pressure at the moment for these fields, and we still have capacity in the canals to do 2 more here. So that's probably next. And actually I now see that I have a lot of grain. So I can see my bakeries. This is where the math gets a little bit difficult. I think I can have a whole lot more bakeries with this grain. So let's build 1 more. And at some point I think the bakeries will be more here. And we'll have a grain collection on this side, because we'll have farms kind of here on the waterfront. And then eventually it will be here somewhere centralized. Yeah, and now this orchard gets all its fruits because I bought the fruits. Poor people having these Gretonians have been dreaming of eating some fruit from the beginning. And for the first time they see fruit, and then their ruler is, "Don't eat it. It goes to the orchard, or I'll chop your head off." Okay, these got done fast. Longhouse. And now it very nicely fits, and this should be stone with the walls we need to build. There. And then I'd probably want to give them a little bit of their own stuff here. So what I'll do is I'll copy this food stall, because I'll eventually go into the mountain as well. But let's do this here, so around this area. Then we'll have a speaker. These guys living here will just hear the speaker go all the time. Shut up! Then they will have their own well. And what else do they need? Hearth. Is that the biggest hearth? I think it's the biggest hearth here. Yeah, let's have it here. Thinking I will be expanding more, and there is a heart there, so I think I will have it here. That one there. And let's have lavatory. Lavatory in there, and it's a little warehouse. Yeah, that's fine. Then I want to... That's the wall. That's the door, so I can dig this one out. We'll be using this space a little bit for their living and possibly even services. And then let's have the game run a bit at the same time. Let's have the torches by the door. Also, I can now build the pillars because I took the trees that technology. This one still needs to be worked on. Winches. I've liked kind of this idea of having like benches around the speaker, just so that kind of they can go and listen. Actually, with that, let's move this. There. Maybe have. Let's have a bigger torch. Bigger torch there. There. And let's see about these pillars. Some pillars in here. the food is building up. I think let's get 75 of you. 4 to 5 of you. Food orchard is up. I think this takes like ages to get running. Yeah, 65 days, so it's basically like 4 years. Is the rest of... Wait. Did you store the rest of the fruits in... Yes, you did. Okay, so all food stalls. Don't store fruits, please. So even if they can't eat, the food stall stole all the fruits. Stole, so to speak. This view. Who consumed fruits? I told them not to eat it. They still ate it, the bastards. Maybe I just should have clicked on all. Also, should I... wait a minute, do I just need to take all clothes off for the nudist? Hopefully this will not, like, trying to get that achievement. Let me just check that's how did it even work. Where's the titles? It's in here. Wait, where's the... Oh, there's the titles. Nudist. Was I already getting... No, wait. Population 200. Clothes less than 0.25. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they were like, a fruit. Me like. Don't eat it, it goes to the orchard. What do you say? Okay. I bought some apples. Pressing all the wrong keys. Okay, these are now just waiting for this one, and I think if they don't go to the food stalls, maybe they will not go for it. Okay, and, because they are mostly working here at the carpenter at the moment, the Dondorians are moving in on their own, so I don't even need to restrict that. But I will still tell them. Nope. No. Those are still Dondorian homes, just so that no. No Praetorian goes and takes a nice mountain home. Ah, the pillars are cut stone. Right, and I think for that one I need... I think it's masonry. Yeah. Yeah, I need to take that one. We need to cut stone at some point anyway. Okay, let's make a stone warehouse here. I like the mining sounds. Wait, why am I doing it here? I can do it here. And these guys mostly like noise. Which is nice. So we could do a bigger... Wait, the other stone mine is there. Let's do that look like. It's almost it. This doesn't have to be made out of stone, but this will be for the stone miners, so I might as well make it out of stone. Yeah, let's make it like this. And you will have openings. Openings on this side. And then masonry. This requires metal as well, so I will need to probably import it first before we get our own. Let's see how big we want to make this. So all those would be 16 workers. And then we would go in 5s. Storage. 16 workers, one of these is 18. So this will need to require some support. And it can be on that side as well. Let's make it like this. That is 6 more. So two more. Like that, and then if I... can make support here to make this work. Okay, that's too big. Doesn't need to be that big to that side, I guess. Seven. That. Okay, that works. Then we could have these ones like this. Yellow means that the building needs support. Okay, so it needs to be connected there, I think, and then it's not too... It needs to be removed anyway. So let me slow down the building a little bit. There's stuff happening while I'm doing this. So that would work, I assume. Yeah, okay. And then I would like as big of a storage as possible. Put it like that, and then these ones you just need to fill in a way that you get maximum. And let's see. People displaced. Disaster. Oh, right. Someone else. So migration boost. Okay. Oh, for a moment I thought these were my people displaced. So your Checked Alliance 1 playthrough, so came out to check your channel. Hey, Rimworld, look. Thank you so much and welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you, Steel Blink, for the raid. Welcome, community. Yeah, that's awesome, Rimworld. Look, thanks for stopping by. Checked Alliance 1 run was stuff for legends, that's for sure. Man, that was a wild ride. Let me actually go one bigger here. Bigger here, and then I remove. No, yeah, I build. No, this is supposed to be there. but I need the space there. Okay, you know what? I need to change this now so that and these sort of things gotta just make my brain cook. Okay, I want to keep my progress. I need to keep my progress, so I will just put that there. I will build that. Yes, 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 I will have a door. Of course we'll have doors. There we go. Yes, 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 it's expensive. Suspend it. Then now I can copy it and build this elsewhere where I have space and then move it. Cancel this. Suspend this. Start building this again. There we go. Okay. Storage out. Expand it. With that much. These need to be walls to have the support. Storage doesn't need to be big, but this might as well be. So this would be there, but it's probably not enough to have. Yeah, so we need some space there to have the. There's probably a formula for this one, kind of how to do this. How to do this in a way perfect manner that you have. So if I expand it that way, what happens? I think I need like support there. Okay. And then the storage could be like that. Then I could squeeze in one there, 63%. Then we basically fill this side. If I take this out, because these ones can be 98. Hey, Kopek man, thank you so much for the bits. For the old time breeze on my balls sake from Skyrim roleplay. Now that's a flashback to 12 years back. Thanks, Kopek man. Gentle breeze up my balls. Can I put... Oh, that's 100%. And I could put stuff here because it doesn't block the... Right, because my plan is to come from the other side and they don't actually touch these auxiliary stations. Wait, can I squeeze this even smaller? Why did I start optimizing this now? This makes no... So I can put these ones here like this. And if I take this space out, then I can even squeeze. Then you start mathing that in. Okay, this one can be filled, this one can be filled. Wait, what if I do... Okay, this one goes off. This one goes off. Those stay. I think in these ones it doesn't matter which size it is, but like a single tile of these seems to be that it needs to be connected to the open space. So we'll have doors here on this side, and then maybe from the middle, just so that they can get to their workstations. Okay. So right, this can go all the way up there. Same thing in one of these ones. So then I can put that goes there. Gets pretty close actually already. Yeah, I think this. No, but now you need to be out. This is an interesting mechanic how this works. Now I can think I squeeze that in and we are getting really close now. Now I think still one of these would be okay. No. They do have 100%, so I guess this is it. Yeah, because I think... okay, this corner here would still be okay. But I don't need to because I haven't. This could be... I could make the storage a little bit smaller, squeeze more of these in, but that's kind of exactly what I want. Okay, so we... There's no harm in... doing a couple of more doors in there. So now we build that and we activate it fully. And shift click it. This copy system is amazing, but need to do a little bit of shenanigans kind of to get it on the other side. So now we do that one there, and then this one gets cancelled there. And then these guys do love their torches, so let's put some so let's make it separate. One structures, decorations, torch, big one. These ones aren't the biggest ones. Okay. One in there. One in this corner. There. Okay. What has happened in between? Speaker here, the lavatory, the hearth, and one of the fruit orchards. And are we getting this one? Okay, all of them were done. Good. Now, all of you people, you can eat fruit again. Also, I don't think you need to eat fruit because you don't like it. Just like these guys don't eat fish. Or the mushrooms. Saving those for the food preference. Currently the bread is my main food for everyone. The Gretorians love it. Dondorians, it's an okay food. Pillars will be done, so this side is kind of okay, and this one has the Dondorian food in it. And this warehouse brings the Dondorian stuff in. Yes. Okay. Food situation is looking good. So 475 on you. And 125 on the Dondorians. Because soon we'll need the miners here. Let's let the game roll for a while. Yeah, we now have a production rate on the food of almost 400. We still have grain kind of a little bit in our stockpiles. How many days are we from harvest? 3 days. Yeah, now things are starting to look like really good. I think just for simplicity's sake, this old vegetable farm here after this harvest here will actually I should do that now. Copy you. Let me do we'll do a couple of smaller farms here. Looking at the farmer's size, so I will do farms like this. That's they are just small two farmer patches, and shift click here. To do that. It's in a grain farm. Yeah, let's continue the same pattern here. Also, you know what I can do? Cancel these. I can do the area copy. These roads first. Let's do that. This warehouse here was done, and this is First of all, some cut stone. But then... okay. This is just stone. A lot of stone. Oh wait, it does need metal as well. I don't know the recipe. I'll have to wait for this one to be built, which does require metal. So why don't we go to our good old neighbor. Metal, I assume, will be a little bit more expensive than what we have bought now. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it could be. We have the money from the chairs. Yeah, you can have my stone. Thank you. My idea here is that because the Dondorians love noise, I will have them work at the mines and then get all the horrible noise from there as well. Wait, did I have space here for the stuff around? I guess the stuff could be there. Just take this out just in case. So let's open that one so that hunters can get out. Okay, that's pretty nice. And then we could have this one kind of go that way. Probably even connect to the iron mine. Two, four. Like that. Let's think about that one for a while, because I think I might... Wait, can I... Can I copy that? Oh my goodness, I can. This game. Oh, this game is so good. This game is so good. Okay, that one needs to go down just a little bit. Okay, actually we might as well go here then, right? Have I... Okay, this could very logically be Control C to copy. Control C. Oh yeah. So if I do this one here, yeah. Some future space. A little bit later. Yeah, I think those are fine. Then suspend. Stay. Suspend. Dig too deep. I will. The inner dwarf. Inner dwarf got the best of me as soon as I got these Dondorians recruited. This feels so dwarf fortress, digging into the mountain, strike the earth. I love it. Couple of vegetable farms up already, and these roads were built, so now. Copy this area. Do this. This kind of once you have things set up and then you can just copy them. It's I can see how when you figure out things in this game that you just put. You just start multiplying what is kind of already working. I can sow seeds here. Right, actually, the wood stall need to get the fruits back. Except you. And you. Hey Soxy, thanks for the resub. By the way, we are in just a moment going to take a little break and then continue with XCOM files. But there will very likely be extra streams here and there for Songs of Syx. Because I can't stop thinking and playing this game. But at least for now, I will be playing this on Mondays and Tuesdays. When Thursdays and Fridays are at XCOM files, weekends, Saturdays and Sundays are Pillars of Eternity. And kind of all in all, that's kind of isometric RPG games. But yeah. This upcoming Monday and Tuesday might be really long streams when I have like nothing else to do but play this game. I can already tell. Oh, what happened? There was a brawl again. Can I... And we also have some people who are sick. Like those corpses have been there for like a second. Okay. Oh, is the brawl in... People sick here. I think it's the... Maybe the races are fighting each other. They do get along, but because... Yeah, so... Was it this guy who did the fighting? Because the game doesn't tell me like why. So I think as my city is growing, so I have no one from those brawls in the stockade. So I think I need to unlock the guard post. Because we need to start getting these brawlers out, and I think it will help. So I think it is the races fighting each other. There's probably a chance that the same races are fighting each other, but to me this so far seems that we've had available. Yeah, there's still available space there. So someone should take care of that corpse. Real sites, okay. And the gravedigger come pick up the man? Because the corpses are the worst thing for health. So look at those guys going with wheelbarrows there. I love it. Okay, now he was taken. Okay, no, he's still there. Anyone? Ghosty Rick brawls to death. Listen to that stone clicking sound. That's so satisfying. The vegetable farm. Punishment settings. Prisoners. Execute, enslave. Kill in the arena. Oh boy, okay. So the guys currently in the stockade. One of them wants to try case in court. Sorry, brother, we don't have courts in a while. Okay, let's build a couple of those guard posts and just see how it works. Will deter crime and rush to any committed. Guards will occasionally go out and patrol to further discourage mischief. Can be placed on top of fortifications. Okay, we see this sort of... okay, so obviously I have not planned for this. So I should probably have a small guardhouse in my setup. set up in these ones. 2 cards, 3 cards. Yes, let's have small ones in here. So we'll have that one. That's one. That's one. And we'll have one here, which is the other way around. There. Then in here. Kind of in these common areas, really. Will be there. And then here in the so-called Old Town, we could squeeze in maybe one bigger as well. But let's do it like this. This one will be suspended. And yeah. Wait, this one needs one as well. Just yeah. Like I should have like one big one. Big one, and it kind of takes care of a lot of things. So I'll figure out that, but we'll start with these little outpost ones. So we'll have this one not there. We can always dismantle these later. I'll just place it there. There for now. Yeah, this one is just waiting for the metal, which we have in the warehouse because I got it. The metal is there. Okay, good. Highlighted area is effective only when card post gets upgraded and there are torches in the area. Okay, I will have to look into that next time. We'll save here, and we'll continue next time. Also do the quick save. So let's. I'll take a couple of screenshots here for myself. And what were we building today? We're building the mountain area. Building this one. And that doesn't look like much. Also, we're building the big farm. So let's do that. Very good, very good. Then just quickly, kind of how things were going. So we were accumulating some wealth. That's like the total wealth. We started to produce more livestock. Our grain production is actually staying up with the current bread baking. Wood, we ramped up the fishery. We are slowly ramping up the fruits. And we have done some trade, selling chairs, buying grain, and tourism is off. We need to work on the innovation. This Roberta the Kid paid us a visit. We had to pay them a ransom. And we are working on towards the nudist. I'll have to check that clothes stuff, actually. Did I have it? Okay, the clothes are still up, but that will slowly start to go up. Start to go down. I'll get the nudist achievements. Okay, good. For Songs of Syx, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, which for you guys watching live will be on Monday. And there's a playlist on my YouTube channel for everyone to check out the whole set here as I'm doing my first town.